Music has always had an important role to play within the film industry. Much of what an audience feels and experiences depends on the music and sound choices of directors and production teams. There are some songs that have become iconic for their use in movies and TV. In fact, it's not surprising to say that many movie makers select certain songs because of their ability to quickly clue viewers into certain expectations or emotions within the cinematic experience. Welcome back to Film Shack. Today, we prepared for you the top 10 most overused songs in movies and TV. Number 10. True, Spandau Ballet.
I know this much is true.
Very few songs say romantic comedy quite like Spandau Ballet's True. The soft ahas that are prelude to I Know This Much Is True are easily recognizable for almost any movie fan. This is especially true for those who remember the song's central role in The Wedding Singer, where Steve Buscemi offers a unique, but not entirely awful rendition of the piece. True is also a great era setter, as it can let viewers know that they've somehow found themselves in the 80s. This is most definitely the case with Hot Tub Time Machine, where the main characters revisit the 80s thanks to, well, a hot tub time machine. There's little doubt True has cemented itself in the minds of moviegoers of all generations, as a reminder that life is full of fun, romantic moments that don't need to be taken too seriously. Because of that, the song has made appearances in movies and television shows in each of the last 3 decades, from The Wedding Singer and Charlie's Angels to I Love You, Beth Cooper and Modern Family. It's also been featured in the likes of The Simpsons, The Office, Grind, and Larry the Cable Guy Health Inspector. Number 9. Kung Fu Fighting, Carl Douglas.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
It's hardly surprising that a song called Kung Fu Fighting would be the go-to song every time someone starts kung fu fighting in a movie, though we'll note that it's often implemented in a comedic way, as those doing the kung fu are often quite terrible at the martial art. There's no better example of this than Beverly Hills Ninja, where the ironically agile Chris Farley takes down multiple bad guys in an effort to protect his half-brother. Increasingly, the song was originally created as a B-side to I Wanna Give You My Everything. Since it was just a B-side song, the singer went over the top with the kung fu sounds and finished the song recording within a few minutes. However, once producers had a chance to hear the song, they decided to make Kung Fu Fighting the A-side, and a winner was born. These days it seems the song is featured a little too often and has long since lost its flavor. However, it hasn't seemed to stop Kung Fu Fighting from finding its way into Horrible Bosses, Kung Fu Panda, Rush Hour 3, Daddy Daycare, Super Cop, and more. Number 8. Final Countdown, Europe.
It's the final countdown. The final countdown.
As soon as the opening electronics kick in of Europe's Final Countdown, we know that something awesome is happening, or will happen shortly on screen. It's a compelling, upbeat song that aids in the excitement of a scene. In the TV show Arrested Development, character Gob Bluth lives as a struggling magician who can't quite find his place in the world. His use of Final Countdown to kick off his often failed illusions is a highlight of the show, and thanks to the popularity of Arrested Development, especially with its return via Netflix, the song has garnered additional attention among younger viewers who were young or not yet born at the time it was released. Since it was first used in Arrested Development, it seems Final Countdown is making a resurgence in cinema and will continue to gain traction as directors and production teams recognize its usefulness as a catchy film tune. Final Countdown is featured in Chuck, Glee, Scrubs, Pitch Perfect, and more. Number 7. Sweet Home Alabama, Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are blue.
Sweet Home Alabama is unequivocally the theme song of the South. Despite referencing Alabama, it is held dear by nearly everyone below the Mason-Dixon line. It's a jovial tune that begs listeners to grab their cowboy boots, throw back a cold one, and get out on the dance floor. While the song quickly brings to mind the movie of the same name, it's hard not to think about its place in Con Air, thanks to Steve Buscemi's memorable line, "Define irony. Bunch of idiots dancing on a plane to a song made famous by a band that died in a plane crash." Despite the sad history of Lynyrd Skynyrd, Sweet Home Alabama lives on as the pride of the South, and is a reminder that sometimes we just need to forget our troubles and dance. Sweet Home Alabama is featured in Despicable Me, Forrest Gump, Mask, Sahara, The Girl Next Door, The Simpsons, and of course, the romantic comedy Sweet Home Alabama. Number 6. Walking on Sunshine, Katrina and the Waves.
Walking on sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine.
Walking on Sunshine is one of the 80s most well-known feel-good songs for movies. The words, the pacing, the upbeat chords, they all work together to deliver a fun-spirited melody. It's the perfect tune for Jack Black's character in High Fidelity, as he does his best to excite his less-than-jovial friend, with Black's trademark goofiness and Katrina and the Waves singing in the background. We can't help but smile and enjoy the moment. Alternatively, the song is played almost ironically in American Psycho, as Patrick Bateman strolls through the office hallway on his way to his office. His outward mood is one of near-boring monotony, but the song provides a look into the soul of a man who just hours before took great pleasure in hacking his coworker apart with an axe. Walking on Sunshine has been featured in numerous movies, including Daddy Daycare, Herbie Fully Loaded, The Secret of My Success, Bean, Look Who's Talking, and more. Number 5. Gimme Shelter, Rolling Stones. Even if no one else was a fan of Gimme Shelter, Martin Scorsese is. The legendary director has included the Rolling Stones song in numerous films, from Casino to The Departed. Viewers can look forward to the tune's inclusion whenever something shady is going down, or a character is about to have a major life-altering experience. But Scorsese isn't the only one who likes the tune for its cinematic meaning. Gimme Shelter has been used in a dozen movies and shows to warn viewers that things are about to get more intense, often either from violent action or heated emotions. Regardless of the outcome though, whenever viewers hear Gimme Shelter play, it's time to pay attention and get ready for something exciting. Rolling Stone's Gimme Shelter can be heard in Dexter, Adventures in Babysitting, Knight Rider, The Fan, Layer Cake, CSI New York, Covert Affairs, Flight, and Hawaii Five-0. Number 4. What a Wonderful World, Louis Armstrong.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
The world can be a beautiful, lovely place. That's the message we get from Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World. It's an easygoing tune that represents goodness and points to the kindness that can be found in the wide expanse of our world. It's a song that invites us to reflect upon opportunities to do right by others, to see each other as friends, and to shed negative feelings we often harbor for people around us. While Armstrong's version is the most used, some productions also call in the What a Wonderful World / Over the Rainbow mashup from Israel Kamakawiwo'ole, who delivers the song with an expertly played ukulele. Unlike Armstrong though, Kamakawiwo'ole's version is reserved for the more oddball characters in film, often those featured in silly family comedies that try to pair the goofy characters with the goodness in the world around them. What a Wonderful World can be heard in The Mentalist, Fred Claus, Meet Joe Black, 12 Monkeys, Good Morning Vietnam, Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay, Madagascar, and ER. Number 3. Stayin' Alive, The Bee Gees.
Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive.
Thanks to Saturday Night Fever, The Bee Gees' Stayin' Alive is now one of the most recognized and overplayed songs in cinema. When the script calls for a character to strut down the sidewalk, that means the speakers will start pumping out Stayin' Alive. In fact, it wouldn't be surprising if when writers today put pen to paper and draft out a character who will be grooving down the street, they play the song in their head. Considering that Saturday Night Fever was released in 1977, it's really only the older generations that remember where the sidewalk strutting Stayin' Alive trend began. For those who were born after John Travolta's iconic scene first hit the big screen, there are plenty of other instances of people and creatures striding along to the Bee Gees, including The Simpsons, A Goofy Movie, and Madagascar. Stayin' Alive has also been featured in Sherlock, Glee, Baby Geniuses, Virtuosity, Honey, I Blew Up the Kids, Airplane, Chicken Little, and Naked Gun 33 1/3, The Final Insult. Number 2. Bad to the Bone, George Thorogood and the Destroyers.
Bad to the bone. Bad.
As the title of the song suggests, whoever it's played for is one serious badass. This is one guy or gal you don't want to mess with, and they are on a mission to do some serious damage. At least that's what you get with Arnold Schwarzenegger's leather-wearing, motorcycle-riding character in Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Of course, it's also used comically, like in the case of Joe Dirt, as he's about to do the dirty. Due to its upbeat and somewhat lighthearted tune, Bad to the Bone has been used in numerous children's films to let the viewers know the character they're watching is definitely one of the cool kids. And since the song is G-rated in its language and message, it works great for both parents and children. Bad to the Bone has been featured in Hawaii Five-0, Megamind, Cats and Dogs, The Revenge of Kitty Galore, Major Payne, The Muppets, 3,000 Miles to Graceland, Problem Child, and Firehouse Dog. Number 1. Born to be Wild, Steppenwolf.
Born to be wild. Born to be wild.
No matter what anyone else says, Born to be Wild is the song for road trips, and it's easy to see why. The tune is fun, catchy, and starts off with "Get your motor running, head out on the highway, looking for adventure, and whatever comes our way." Naturally, it's the best fit anytime someone in a movie or a show takes to the open road. The song was originally used in 1969's Easy Rider and perfectly captures the sense of liberation that accompanies life on two wheels in the 60s. Since then, though, production folks have used it as a cheap way to show a character's freedom. Unsurprisingly, Born to be Wild has been used in over 100 films and television series and shows no signs of slowing down. It seems so much easier to stick to this iconic song than try to find something else that so perfectly depicts the sense of freedom it captures so easily. Among the many titles to feature Born to be Wild are Las Vegas, 6 Feet Under, Dudley Do-Right, One Crazy Summer, The Wonder Years, Problem Child, Wild America, and Borat. We would like to invite you to share your opinion with us. Do you agree with our list? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!